When a child that suffers from intellectual or developmental disabilities reaches the age of adulthood, it may be that that parent relationship that is no longer legally in existence anymore, that helps protect that person, it's possible that that protection needs to go beyond age 18 and beyond the age of adulthood a little bit longer or perpetually. Hi, I'm Chris Wilms. I'm one of the managing partners over the estate law division of Hopler, Wilms and Hanna. Dealing with the needs of a person with intellectual and developmental disabilities as an adult often requires going to court and getting legal authority over that person, and it is extremely common for the parents to be appointed as the legal guardians because that's a natural choice. Oftentimes the person with the disabilities lives with the parents or has been under the parents' care up until that point, and it makes natural sense at the time, if the parents are healthy and stable, to appoint those people as legal guardians over the child that's now an adult but suffers from disabilities and that keep them from being able to live independently or make decisions on their own perhaps. Now, once a parent is appointed as legal guardian for a child, which is a process that they often will do by going to the clerk of superior court in the county where the child lives, or they'll go through an attorney's office to get that guardianship, but regardless, once they become a legal guardian, at some point that parent may pass away, or those parents, if there are two of them, both of them may pass away, and there may be an unmet need for that child once again, even though that child is an adult. At that point, often the siblings of that person who don't suffer from developmental or intellectual disabilities and have stable lives often are called upon by the family to take over as guardian for the parents that have now died. And so when a person is in need of that particular type of service, what they're really in need of is a motion to modify guardianship. So when a guardianship file is created and a guardianship is appointed by a court order, there's a file number associated with that case. And so anytime something happens where that guardianship needs to be brought to the court's attention again, something can be filed in that case file, even if it's 50 years later, to change what's been previously ordered. And so if the parents die, even if it's 75 years later, another person, and most often the siblings of that disabled adult, can file a motion to modify the guardianship and change it so that it no longer says in the paperwork that the parents are the legally appointed guardian, but instead it has the sibling or whatever other interested party has applied and the court has deemed appropriate. It's very important, if you can foresee that this isn't going to be necessary, meaning someone's got an illness and that is debilitating, or they've got an illness that they know is going to cause their death in a short period of time, they can proactively move to modify this guardianship and appoint a successor so that there are no uninterrupted periods where the person has no other adult with legal authority to sign and transact business on their behalf. If you can't foresee it or it's sudden, it can take a few months to make a modification like that. So you want to get started right away after someone has passed away. Obviously you need to grieve and all of that, but as soon as you get your wits about you and you start working on the paperwork to deal with that person's affairs, you should consider modifying the guardianship so that there is someone with legal authority as soon as possible over the adult with disabilities. The last thing you want is for no one to have legal authority to sign or to handle something in a crisis. If you'd like to know more about this topic, or you need assistance with modifying a guardianship because something has happened to the current guardian, we have resources on our website you can download that will educate you a great deal about this topic, and we have trained professionals here that do this for a living. You can reach out to us by phone, or you can contact us right on our webpage using our contact form, and we will be glad to guide you through this process.